currently making my way to the gym, as you can see, because I gotta work out. Hello, I'm currently driving home. This truck in front of me has like a huge light, like rear view light. So if it looks like it's like an extra spotlight on me, that's why. But I'm sitting here thinking about last night's NFC Championship win with the Seahawks versus the Rams. That was such a stressful game because we just kept going back and forth. Like we'd score, they'd score, we'd score, they'd score, they'd score, we'd score some more. It was stressful. My mom went upstairs at a certain point because she's just like, I can't. So every now and then I would scream upstairs to her and be like, we got a touchdown, we scored. Or some people would like shoot off cannons nearby, so it didn't sound like gunshots, it sounded like a cannon. They do it every time we score, some of our neighbors. So that was like an indication to her, like things are going well. And then she came down for like the last 4 minutes and I was just like biting my nails. I was like, oh my gosh, just let the clock run down. We're at 31, they're at 27, just let the clock run down. And it did, thank the Lord. And when it was done, it was actually kind of sad because I don't think that the other team had realized, or maybe even our team had realized, that there were only like 10 seconds left on the clock. So while they were rushing that to like get back into place, that clock ran down and it was done. We were NFC champions, we're going to the Super Bowl, and I was screaming, jumping up and down. I like collapsed on the floor. I felt so excited. And what's funny is that my best friend from college, she is a Patriots fan, and they're gonna be our opponent at the Super Bowl this year. So it's kind of like me and my team versus my bestie and her team, which I didn't even realize is a rematch from over 10 years earlier when they beat us in the Super Bowl. At the Super Bowl that us Hawks fans don't want to talk about. It's me versus her, and I love you, girl, but my team needs this. My team needs this. We need this win. So I'm currently headed home right now. Mom made chili. I don't know if she made cornbread along with it. She mentioned it, but I don't know if she actually went ahead and did it. I feel like I've been talking about packing for the last 3 weeks now, and the only thing I've packed are pajamas. So, and I leave in like 2 weeks. So I'm actually going to take note of the weather because I'm going to be on the East Coast. Definitely going to be packing with the fact that it's still winter in mind. Just don't want to overpack. That's my biggest thing. I don't want to overpack. I want to be smart about what I'm wearing. Just gotta start. I'm tired of talking about it. I feel like a broken record. I have to pack, I have to pack, I have to pack, and don't pack anything. So decided to get my steps in outside today, get some running done. Look at this view. Happy Wednesday. I'm headed to the gym to work out. Been antsy all day. That stair climber kicked my ass, but I'm so glad I did it. I feel so much better. Hello, happy Friday. I feel like this has been my laziest week of 2026 thus far, just even with filming. But when I get home, I wanted to read a little bit of this article that I read it earlier today, but I wanted to read it to you on camera because it was just a wake-up call that I needed in the best way. It has everything to do with resolutions and goals, and how this, like the third and fourth week of the year, are when people just completely give up and fall off the wagon. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I needed this. I needed to read this because it's just been a lazy week when it comes to filming, when it comes to packing, when it comes to just anything really. It's been slow at work. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Is this normal? I don't remember the last weeks of January in 2025 feeling this way. Maybe they did, but this article, it was just like, I needed to read this. And it even said, you're probably reading this on January 29th. And I was like, yeah, I am. Hello, I'm home. I had dinner, some leftovers. I'm currently looking for that article I said I was going to read. Just bits and pieces of it, because I was just like, oh, sorry. I'm also watching season 5 of Housewives of Salt Lake City. So wait, let me find this. So the post is called The Late January Reckoning, Why Your Resolutions Are Failing and How to Get Back on Track. So it says, it's January 29th, and if you're reading this, you're probably starting to feel it. That creeping sense that the shiny new year optimism has worn off, the gym visits are becoming sporadic, the journal sits untouched, and that ambitious reading list feels less inspiring by the day. You're not alone. In fact, you're right on schedule. Research shows that by the end of January, roughly 80% of New Year's resolutions have already been abandoned. Not gradually over the year, but right now in these last few days of the very first month. This moment feels so critical because it's when the initial burst of motivation collides with reality of your unchanged life. And then it goes on to say that while many people start strong, only 46% were still maintaining their resolutions after 6 months, with the steepest drop-off occurring between weeks 3 and 4. This is currently week 4 of the new year. So to know that so many people have been feeling how I'm currently feeling and have just said, well, that's it. Back to my normal routine. Maybe next year I'll achieve progress in whatever I'm dealing with. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I needed to see this. So it says that there's 3 fatal flaws, like errors that people make that lead to this. It says, first, they focus on outcomes rather than processes. They fail to address the environmental and structural factors that created their reality. And 3, they don't account for the inevitable friction that comes with any attempt at behavior change. It says, when you say, I want to lose 20 pounds or read 50 books, you're naming a destination without mapping the route. Worse, you're putting all your attention on a future state while ignoring the present day behaviors that will actually get you there. I was like, this article was made for me. And then there's a section talking about, okay, how do I turn this around? How can I get back on track and like continue to make progress that I was making earlier this year? So it talks about, what does it say? Oh, it says, design your systems for your worst day, when you're tired, stressed, or sick. If your resolution only works when you're at your best, it's not a system. For example, if your resolution is to exercise regularly, don't commit to hour-long gym sessions. Commit to something simple and low friction, like 5 minutes of movement. On good days, you'll do more. On bad days, you'll still hit your minimum. When you're in the early stages of building a habit, that consistency matters more than the intensity. You want to exercise, eat better, read more, learn a language, save money, and meditate. That's a recipe for burnout. Pick one behavior, just one, and make it your only focus for the next 30 days. Once it's automatic, when doing it requires less mental energy than not doing it, then you can add another. The approach feels slow, but it's actually faster in the long run. Multiple failed resolutions accomplish nothing, while one successful behavior change compounds over time. I was just like, this is so on time. This is so like, oh, I'm so glad that she put this out, this author, because it deeply resonated with me. And I even said that too. I commented, I was like, this just called me out in the best way, because I've just been feeling like this has been my laziest week. I'm going to the gym and I'm trying to be cognizant of what I eat and making the right choices. But even with filming, I'm just been feeling super just like, ugh. And then I'm procrastinating with packing my bags for this trip that I'm about to take. So tomorrow I just really need to like get back in the swing of things, and to know that so many people, once they hit weeks 3 and 4 of the new year, are just ready to just throw in the towel. I get it, because that's how I've been feeling. So I hope that what I read a little bit resonates with someone else in the same way it resonated with me, because I just needed to hear this and to be reminded that it's still early, that you can get back into the swing of things, so that the progress you make is just, it's always happening. Even if, like I said, even if it's only 5 minutes of movement, that's 5 minutes more than a bunch of other people. Probably do some more reading. I'm about 60% into the Ascended. It's getting good. It was already good, but now it's just like, oh my gosh, I did not see that coming. I did not know about that twist. Things are picking up speed. I really want to finish both books before I leave for my trip, because I want to read Alchemized in February. And it's a huge book. It's probably going to be the biggest book I read this year. And I just don't want to read anything else alongside it, because it's going to take me quite some time. It's 1,000 pages, over 1,000 pages. So I want to have that with me when I'm traveling. I'm sitting here listening to Salt Lake City Housewives season 5. I'm like nearing the end of season 5. And I've just learned a new phrase thanks to these crazy women. High body count hair. She essentially said that because of her hair, how she wears it, how she styles it, it looks like she gets around. I didn't even know that was a thing. You can like slut shame someone based on their hair? Because of your hair, you look like you have a high body count? These women are crazy. These women are crazy. So I really wanted to order sushi. My mom's just like, why do you want to order sushi? Sushi's expensive. Yeah, but sushi's good, okay? I love Japanese food. So I'm still up in the air, even though we just had lunch. But sitting here, catching up on Tell Me Lies, my book. Listen. He asked her to touch herself while he watched. This has been such a slow burn, but the payoff, and that's just the beginning. Like, I haven't even gotten to like the good sexy chapters yet. I'm loving this book. I was feeling like, oh my gosh, because Larry Reed's posted a video today of all the books she read this month, 13 in total. And someone in the comments was like, I've only read like 2. And a person replied to her and they were like, I think that if you take longer to read a book, you get to like savor it and enjoy it more. And that made me feel so much better, because it's almost tomorrow's the last day of January. I'm still reading this book, but I'm enjoying it. So who cares if it took me a month to get through it? Maybe even more than that. Who cares? I'm about to order my sushi, and my mother can't stop me because she's upstairs. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning. It is 10:15. I am headed to Ulta because I wanted to pick up the travel size bath. I can't even talk. I wanted to pick up the travel size body wash and body scrub and body lotion for my trip that's coming up in February. I cannot believe tomorrow's February, which is crazy to think about. We're done with January. Usually January goes by so slowly, but for me, this was a quick 4 weeks, first 4 weeks of the year, and now it's done. Month number 2, chapter number 2. So I'm headed to Ulta. I have a gift card that I received. I think I either received it for my birthday or for Christmas. So I'm going to go and get some of the travel size the necessities that I need. And my mom, she's gonna text me. I guess there were some vegetables that she wanted me to pick up, like tomatoes and stuff. I ordered my sushi last night. It was delicious. Thank you for asking. And today is UFC fights for us. It's rainy out. It's nasty out. And what else do I have going on today? Oh, I'm gonna put together my February vision board. I like to do monthly vision boards just to like map out how I want things to be manifesting the month ahead. Black History Month. I also want to, like, thinking about Black History Month, I remember saying how one of my reading goals was to read books based around authors that are from whatever group, marginalized group, that's being highlighted and brought awareness to month. So since February is Black History Month, I want to incorporate books by Black authors for the month of February. I know that I for sure want to read Alchemized by Senyin Liu, but I do have a couple Kennedy Ryan books that I'd like to read. And I really, because I want to shop my TBR, I'm gonna see if there are any other books that I currently own that are also by Black authors that I just haven't realized just yet. Currently, because the Grammys are tomorrow, I am so excited. I want big wins for Olivia Dean, Lady Gaga, Bad Bunny. It would be cool if Bieber took home a Grammy. Love you, Bieber. Who else? Sabrina Carpenter. Who else am I rooting for? There's quite a few people that I want to see take home a prize. Oh, Zara Larsson. I want her to be a Grammy winner. It's time. Oh, and Kehlani. How could I forget Kehlani? I am rooting for Kehlani to win a Grammy for Folded. That is an amazing song. She's long overdue for a Grammy Award, for being perfectly honest. I've been a fan of hers for what feels like 10 years now. So I found some of what I was looking for at Ulta, but not everything. Apparently they don't have as big enough of a travel size area for the body that I thought they would. I thought that they would have a ton more than what was available, but because it's makeup and hair, it's like half and half. So half of the travel stuff was for makeup and half was for body. But even in the area that I was looking for, that was like all body wash for the brand that I'm looking for, which is Way, they didn't have travel sizes. So I know that they have them at Target. I wasn't planning on going to Target today. I am gonna go home and show you guys what I did pick up of some of the items that I had been recommended that were on my list of next time you're in Ulta, grab this if you see it. So I did just that, and I'm gonna show you when I get home. But for now, let's go find what I actually was hoping to find at Ulta. Hello, I am back from my little errands trip. I'm going to show you some of the things that I got for my trip, and also just because I wanted them. So the first things I got for my trip, I didn't find the Way products that I wanted to use for like my bath and body, but I did find some Naturium products. So this is the Naturium Glow Getter multi-oil body wash. I took a shower the other night. I used this. I love this so much because it comes out as an oil and then it lathers, and it's got like this really light vanilla fragrance to it. And after I wash it off, my skin feels so smooth. So I packed that. And then I also picked up 2 of their Glow Getter multi-oil body butters, just because I like to like slick myself down. So I didn't feel like one was enough. So I bought 2 of the travel sizes for my trip. And then for skincare, because when I go on my trip, it's gonna be that time of the month. So I got my La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser. This is for normal to oily skin. I have the large size, so I'm bringing the travel. And then I also got the Starface. These are their Hydro Star Pimple Patches in clear, so that if any zits come up, I've got that taken care of. I'm gonna show you what I picked up at Ulta. So the first thing that I grabbed, this is the Matrix Food for Soft Rich Hydrating Treatment Mask. It is a hair mask. I am in my hair mask era. I have hair masks from Sacred, from Amika, and now I have Matrix Food for Soft. I learned about this brand from, his name is Justin Revenge on TikTok, and he showed like his top products that he would basically recommend over and over that you can get at Ulta, and this was one of them. I love hair masks. I hair mask weekly. If I'm not hair masking, I'm deep conditioning. Either or. It's now become a part of my routine. I will always have a hair mask or a deep conditioner as a part of my hair routine. This is another thing he recommended as well. This is the InnerSense Create Hold Styling Gel for hold and shine. We have Jam. I don't know if anyone knows about Jam. They probably do. If you black, you know about Jam. But I wanted, excuse me, I wanted to get something else as well. I'm always open to seeing like what other products are out there that are good for just slicking your hair back and making sure it stays and remains in place. So this is what he recommended, so I picked that up as well. I also grabbed more of this is the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Eye Serum. I was putting this on my eyes as part of my skincare routine, and the entire bottle spilled out. I was so sad, so I had to replenish this, get another one. I'll just rub it around my eyes every morning and night when I'm doing my skincare. Oh, I can't show you this because this is for Valentine's Day, so you'll see this after. But anyway, it's a Valentine's gift. And then finally, since everyone and their mother has been talking about it, I'm big into K-beauty when it comes to skincare as well. So I got 2 of the Medicube PDRN Pink Collagen Gel Masks. So you put this on, you leave it on for 1 to 3 hours until it becomes translucent, and then you take it off. I have seen so many girls on social media use this. They take it off, their skin looks amazing, just so fresh and bright and pretty. And I've also seen, it's so funny because I don't know if anyone's seen those TikToks where girls are just like doing their full skincare routine on the plane. I've even seen some where they are just putting it on like for the duration of the flight. And then when the flight's over, they just whoop, take it off. Skin is flawless. And I actually saw another video where this girl, she made a really good point. She was like, because these masks are like universal, so it's not like it'll be like it'll like consistently fit everyone's face because we all have different face shapes. She cut certain sides of the mask so that it could really form to the curves of her face, and I thought that was so smart. So I may try that when I'm, obviously not when I'm on a plane. I'm not just gonna like pull out scissors, but if I'm home or if I'm, you know, at my destination and I want to do a face mask in the morning, I could definitely like find some shears and just make sure that I'm just like every part of my face is covered with this mask. So those are the things that I bought from Ulta. I just had lunch. UFC is on, so I'm probably gonna, oh, and I need to read. I managed to get through 90 minutes of reading yesterday, so I'm definitely gonna do that again today. I've already picked out, you'd be proud to know that with packing, I've made progress. I have picked out 3 outfits. One of them I'm going to be wearing there and back. I believe in wearing like the same thing when traveling. Like, I guess like the same airport outfit, I should say. Like if there is anything I do change, it's going to be like my bra and undies, of course. But, and you could always like wash your outfit if there's like a washer dryer where you're at. But I just, in order to just like save time and not overpack, it doesn't hurt to just wear the same outfit that you traveled in back home. And because I'm going to be on the East Coast and it's not exactly like super sunny and hot, I feel comfortable with the outfit that I've chosen, because when traveling, I just want to be comfortable. Shout out to the girls who show up in heels, slay. But for me, I'm rocking Uggs, I'm rocking sweats, I'm dressing like I'm about to go to bed, essentially, when I travel. I'm hoping to only need 1 piece of luggage and not 2. That's like all the more reason to just go for the travel size and be smart about my choices so that I don't overdo it. I'm like 70% done with the Ascended, and I would like to finish that so that I can put all of my energy into Vicious Fae, so that by the time I leave, the only book I'm reading is Alchemized February. And Black authors, you know this, I've said this, but those are the most recent goals of the day. So I'm gonna put this all away, watch these fights. Yeah.